Superb over here. You guys don't care. It's okay. Keep on caring. So hopefully we don't have any evangelists in the crowd or any small children. Sweetie, you need to go outside and you need to fuck yourself. Like stand outside of the store and just fuck yourself with whatever is out there because this is going to be very rude, very vulgar. My mother would not approve.
What's a good regular drink that's
Dude, just the god-awful butt sex comedy that nobody's gonna like. Oh no. So, my name's Adam, and thank you guys. Thank you for whoever all my. Just so you guys know, I'm actually intoxicated, and I peppered this crowd with like fucking 8 of my friends, so they're all gonna be laughing, and you guys are probably not gonna be laughing. So anyways, my name's Adam. I'm gonna do a little stand-up routine here for you. Honestly, last week it was a very good week for me. I hit an epiphany. I actually figured out that, I'm not a faggot, which was pretty tight because, when I started out the week, and I was like, I'm pretty sure, I'm like 90% sure that I'm not gay, but there was that 10 percentile, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. And I sucked a dick. I did, and I hated every second and inch of it. It was a mess. I went down, and when I started, it was like, okay, let's, I'm doing it, and it was a mess. I fucking hated every second of it. So thank God that week that I figured out I'm not a homosexual, which is good, so now I can move on. Subsequently, I decided that every month for the rest of my life, I'm going to suck a dick just to make sure that I don't like it. So next month, the 29th, you guys want my email? Just let me know. I'll videotape it,
Great job, man.
Not that being gay is bad at all, whatsoever.
I'm gay.
Awesome.
I'm gay.
Hey, you know what? I'm with you. I gave it a shot. I gave it the old college try, and I just didn't appreciate it. I don't know if it was the shaft or just the balls. I don't know if he didn't shave, so I just got. The beard. It got entangled. It was a mess.
That's not even your beard.
So later on in the week, I actually went out to a bar such as this. Don't get me started, but I ended up meeting I don't want to call her like an Asian because I prefer the term China woman. And I hope we don't have any Chinese people in here because you're going to get real angry with me. Thank God for you. You were the only one that's into this. Even my friends are like, I fucking hate this nerd. So anyways, I picked up this China. Stop it. I'm blushing. My legs are red right now. So anyways, oh gosh. That's a second beverage and it's getting all over the place. I'm so sorry. So anyways, I picked up this China woman, and I say that because I miss the phrase Chinaman. When the fuck did it stop? When did it become racist to be like, oh look, I got a bunch of Chinamen working on my railroad? Fuck that, dude. Chinaman is a fucking term of endearment. I love that phrase. Like, no man, I'm in fucking goddamn Sears and I see, yes. Does that offend you, sir? Thank you. See a bunch of Chinamen out on the fucking road over there. Looks like they missed their taxi. They're waiting for the bus. Tight. All right, we got a shitload of Chinamen. Okay. So I hooked up. I met this chick. She was a nice young lady. She was a sweetheart, but she was a bit of a hefty girl. I would go so far as to say plump and/or jolly. So I met her. I'm gonna go with jolly because it's 'tis the season, and she was a jolly girl. She was a big girl, and I was like, tight. All right, this is happening. I was like 15. Actually, excuse me. I have an equation for that I came up with not too recently. what you do, and I decided I get too drunk and I have too many beers and I just do not fucking know whether or not it's a good decision to have sex with a fat chick. I don't mean to offend anybody, but I went ahead and I made an equation. What you do is you take weight minus the amount of beers and or liquor you've had. Liquor, obviously, you're going to go do a 1.5. It's a very serious equation. Math is not going to go over very well. So I'll go ahead and take weight minus beer divided by height is going to give me X. And now my danger area is anywhere between 2.0 and 2.4. My yellow area, God help me, is going to be 2.4 to 2.8. And then if I get above 2.8, I have to get verbal approval from friends. Luckily that night I was at a 2.6, so I was rocking my yellow area. So I was in the yeah, it doesn't matter. I have 14 beers and let's go ahead and do the damn thing. So I brought my sweet, jolly Chinaman woman home. And we went ahead back to my apartment, and we started going to town. And I'm rocking, when I went at her, I was rocking a good, I started it out at about 44 ppm. And I'm running 44 ppm at her. I'm gonna move the goddamn stool, and I'm just going 44 ppm, just a nice, slow, solid rate, just for my enjoyment, not hers. And I'm going 44 ppm. And I started getting a little feedback, so I ramped it up, and I started, oh God, does this move? I start going to about 120. I'm hitting 120, I'm sorry, ppm is pumps per minute. I don't know if you guys picked up on that. I saw a lot of fucking questionable faces over yonder. So I fucking ramped it up, and I'm doing 144. I'm hitting 144. I'm cruising into 166, and I'm fucking digging it. And I'm thinking, I'm like, all right, so, you know, I'm never going to see this chick again. Not because of her, it's going to be mainly because of me. So I'm hitting one fucking whatever the fuck I was at, and I was like, I want to, can I videotape? Can I videotape? And she's like, she mumbles some shit, and I took that as yes. So I go ahead and crack off this stupid ass fucking retarded 19 fucking Samsung stupid 3 over here, and I pull it out, and I'm like, I think I'm goddamn Flex Lightning to the porn industry, and I'm shooting angles like I'm doing front facing camera because I'm a moron and I'm wasted. So I'm front facing camera doing this, and I'm like, I flip it, and I'm like not flipping it, so I'm fucking videotaping the goddamn pillows while I'm going to town. And then, you know, I looked at it and I was like, oh, I fucking flipped it, and I'm like, and I'm ready, and I'm telling you, it's dangerous because I'm at 188 ppm right now. It's very dangerous. The friction and kinetic energy is terrible. So I flipped it, and I'm just, and whatever. So I shoot my disgusting load. Fun fact about me is that my fucking ejaculate is just as lazy as I am. It literally just falls. Just watch my right hand. It just. Like maybe like on a good day, like if I haven't jacked off like every day prior for the past 14 days, I say 14, for the past 365 days, it just, and it continues, it doesn't just, it just, I get a second one, I get a pump, it's a buffer, it's one for you and one for me, I get a, and then a, so anyways, I shoot out my goddamn Charlie Brown fucking underage, prepubescent, fucking Leave It to Beaver load. And it just, so it comes out on her, and I was just like, okay. Excuse me. Can I just get a real consensus real quick? How red is my face? On a scale of 1 to red, where am I rocking? Like, are we at red or Irish red? You're a goddamn gentleman and a scholar. I'm dirty Eastern European, Czechoslovakian, so it's a mess. Nobody likes me. So anyways, I shoot this goddamn Charlie Brown load on her, and I was like, oh. So I passed out, and I was like, okay, tight, man, whatever. I'm sleeping and, farting and shit, because, like, I don't care. She's a 6 at best. So I fucking pass out, and I'm laying in bed, and she gets up, and she's like, do you want to go get fucking breakfast at Denny's? And I'm like, I bet you do, but I'm actually sleepy, so I got class, my watch is upside down, how embarrassing. I was like, I got class in like 2 hours, and then I got work out. I got a whole mess of shit to do today, sweetheart. So why don't you just, give me your number, and we'll text you later. So yeah, and then I start, like, after she leaves, and I still have a somewhat of a flaccid erection, I'm like, let's go ahead and take a look, let's take a gander at these videos. So I pull out my phone and I'm looking at it and I'm just watching this shit in my bed. I'm standing in my bed just like, no, I was laying. Maybe I was standing, who knows. I had an erection. These things get weird in my place. Like if there's nobody, my roommate's gone, I'm gonna be naked and I'm gonna be fucking doing some weird shit. So I'm standing with my foot on top of my bed just like this and I'm watching these videos and I go to number 1 and I'm like, okay, maybe that was a fluke. And I slip to number 2 and I'm like, oh, God, no. And I go to number 3 and I just start getting sick and I'm hungover and I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, it's just a bunch of shit going into shit. And she's a mess and I'm a fucking mess. And I'm looking at it and it's like fucking things with U's and goddamn circles and there's a thing over here. I don't know what the fuck that was. So there's hairs like entangled. It was a fucking mess. And I ended up deleting like 90% of the videos, but I did get the fucking goddamn beautiful Charlie Brown cum shot right on her big dirty tits. I saw it. I got the video, and I'll tell you what, I still fucking jerk off to that shit on a daily goddamn basis.
Good for you! Yeah!
You think that fucking idiot looks like me? What about that jackass? No, this one? Yeah, I think that. I have a paper here with my shit on it because I'm a fucking idiot. Alright.
Good job, Adam!
You guys are... I'm gonna keep reading this for a minute, so just wait till this gets awkward, start talking. You ready? It's upside down, but I'm just trying to make a show up here for you. Okay, I'm not a scientist, but it looks like English. Yep, definitely English. So anyways, getting back to what we were talking about earlier, how I am fucking lazy as fucking hell. Oh, dude, don't leave, Chinaman. You're gonna make me look like a racist. I got the Chinaman leaving now, thank God. But he has to go work on a railroad. Just kidding. You're very efficient people. You're very good at math, and you're attractive, and I like your glasses. Oh, dude, you're an attractive motherfucker. Get out of here. I'll tell you what. Give your email, man. You're gonna be on the 29th next month. I'll tell you what. I'll suck your dick next month just to make sure I'm not gay. And I'll tell you what. I'm not a fucking quitter, so I'll swallow that shit. I'm gonna go sack the tongue, bro. S to A, S to T. I might just do it. Stop it. What a nerd. Love that kid. Anyway, so I don't just specifically hook up with fat chicks. I just prefer them because I don't have to try. But no, so anyways, I ended up hooking up a pretty... Alright, no, preface to this, I was fucking here, actually, at this very bar, and I was about 14 at best PBRs deep, and I was just killing them. And I met this, she was rocking, she was definitely right around a 14. I don't know if you can go above 10, I'm gonna say 14 so I sound cool in front of you guys. But realistically, she was like an 8. She was very attractive. So I get her home, and we start doing the damn thing. We're making out and such, and it was kind of an embarrassment because I don't know if you guys understand this, but or the females in this crowd, when you get drunk, it's not easy to just keep going. So I'm running at her at like, we're gonna go ahead and do it. I'm at 155 ppm, and I'm going to town. I just keep going. I'm fucking wasted, and I just hear her fucking. She shoots her fucking load or whatever. I don't know what the female version of that. Like she's playing fucking DJ Platypus downstairs, and she's fucking like playing a little skin DJ, and I'm going at it. And she's having a great time. I'm wasted, so I'm just trying not to fucking puke on her face. And I'm just going to town, and I'm hitting her with 180 ppm. And you know what? She fucking comes, and then she's like, now she's shooting at me. She's throwing it back, like it's my fault. She's like, are you gonna come on my face? Or like, are you gonna come on my tits? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm not sure what's actually gonna happen. I'm keeping it anywhere. I'm trying to keep 120 ppm. You go below 120 and it's like speed. The goddamn bus is gonna blow up. So I'm trying to keep it above 120 ppm. I'm just going, I'm fucking sweaty. I farted, but I winded it, and like she didn't smell it or hear it. I'm like, thank fucking Jesus. And I'm going to town, and I'm just, oh God, it was so bad. And I do this more often than not, and I just faked a fucking orgasm. I'm just going to town, I'm just like, oh yeah, and I give her just the goddamn Broadway Main Street show of her fucking life, my life. I could have gotten paid for that. And I'm like flexing muscles I don't have. I'm like, and I'm like fucking wiping sweat. And I shot a fake load in her pussy, and she's not on birth control, so I don't know why I thought that was cool. The next day she texted me, she's like, I took fucking Plan B. And I was like, well, thank God. I mean, you'd have been pregnant if you didn't take it. It's funny, it's a true story. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. Give me a second. Shut the fuck up. I'm talking to you. I'm looking right at you. I kind of want to kiss you. Okay, so he's the 29th?
Yep, that's me.
You're the 29th.
I'm the 29th.
What are you doing in January? I know what you're doing. Got your ass. Oh man. How unprofessional. I gotta read goddamn name. So anyways, faked my disgusting orgasm, and you know what I decided from that day? Like, if I'm drunk, I'm just gonna take them home, I'm gonna give them what for, I'm gonna give them the goddamn business, and faking orgasms, don't feel bad about it, gentlemen. Doesn't have